Life is good, but death is better.
Got to be. Death got to be easy because life is hard. It'll leave you physically, mentally, and emotionally scarred. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking like, what if if I pass away
Uh huh.
and I could see people, crying.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell are you crying for? Because I'm gonna be the one crying at you because I'm be like, dang, y'all still got to pay all them bills.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know. Me, my brother and I just had this conversation, and he was talking about, and it's funny because I thought about you, and I'm gonna say this. I don't know how it's gonna come off, but I'm gonna just say it. He was like, I've never he said I ain't never seen nobody die before, and he was speaking in reference to when I saw my father die.
Mm-hmm.
And I know one of the things that we spoke about in one of the podcasts is, you're a vet, and we appreciate your service. And I know that you seen death. You know what I'm saying? And you have seen it in the capacity that we probably would never see it in. As a result of that, it placed a different emphasis on life when you see life leave. When you see life leave. And when I watched my father pass, it was like one of those things where I got a whole new respect for breathing. You know what I'm saying? So when I wake up in the morning, when I wake up in the morning and I say, I thank you for when I wake up, when I learned that all of my prayers now are only gratitude. I don't ever pray for anything. I never ask for anything anymore. All I give is gratitude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you should like pray to ask. Like, oh,
A
I
prayer
asked
shouldn't
in
be
prayer.
in question form.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think you should. I pray for this. I pray for that.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's
I
more
pray
like
for
begging and shit.
right. If you like praying for an item, like, or instead of praying for guidance, like you should pray for guidance.
To get me to the item I want.
Right. But you shouldn't pray for to
For
get that
that, yeah,
item because at
agreed.
the end of the day, once you figure out, like, once your prayer is answered on figuring out the guidance to get there,
Uh-huh.
you probably ain't even gonna want it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna want it.
Joe Budden said, I used to dream to be a dude with mad jewelry. Once I got it, shit wasn't even cool to me. And I relate to that because I think about all the times like where I've seen we can break this down to another aspect. I've seen like females that guys would like that I've heard peers or people I was around like would love to be in their company. And I'm just sitting there thinking like I done been in that company.
Hmm.
And in whatever form that you think the highest form that you would want to have them in your company, I done been there and it won't what I thought it was.
Right.
And after doing that so many times, every time I ever put a lot of emphasis on that, it always retracted back to the same thing. Like, dog, this won't even worth it.
Right. No, the
And
woman that you want is expensive.
uh
Very expensive. The woman that wants you,
huh.
she'll do anything you want. She'll do
So
anything for
so
you.
what's better for you?
The one that wants you,
Agree. Damn, I agree with that.
the one that wants
I
you.
agree with
I
that.
mean, at the end of the day, if you want a woman and she doesn't want you, you got to prove yourself. Why would you need to prove yourself? If she don't already like before she see you and know who you are, if she don't see you and then y'all in that vicinity and y'all just conversating and then she's like, this the dude I've been looking for,
Right.
then
You know what I
she
always
don't.
want. It's crazy you say it because I always wonder what like rappers. Because we had this conversation, I think last time we had it off air. I was like, if I ever came up in the avenue of financially or fame or whatever the case it was, I would want to have a girl that stuck with me when I didn't have it.
Hmm.
Because
I've said that.
if a chick wants you for a price, that mean that anybody that has what you have could get her.
Hmm.
That mean that she'll never be yours.
Now, I would take that into looking at it like, yes, we've all been with women at our lowest point in life,
Right.
and something went sideways to where we're not with them anymore. And I honestly think like sometimes in my position, in my perspective that I've seen with my exes, I've noticed that when I started to wanted to be more educational, I started changing
Uh-huh.
to better my
And they
situation.
moved out the way.
They didn't like that. They said I was being different. I'm acting funny, and I'm like, oh, this is better than me. I'm
Embrace the
not I'm
change.
not out here cheating on you. I'm out here
Chasing the goal.
chasing my goals and my dreams. And if you can't brace that, if you can't help me reach my dreams and my goals,
You weren't
then
supposed to be with me in the first
you
place.
weren't supposed to be in the first place. So, I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of nexus become exes.
Why do you think we call them exes for?
It damn sure ain't because we found the treasure.
See, I like to go there because I know you're gonna come back with something. Yeah, yo, I don't me personally, I always feel like Joel Osteen said this one thing. He said anybody that's meant to be in your life will stay in your life, and anybody that can walk out won't meant to be there in the first place.
What if they become exes because we shaped them into being someone else's treasure?
Mm, possibly, possibly. One man trash.
I guess that's why they buried it, huh?
Hey, you
They
said
already had enough
yeah.
of it.
Listen, I just start realizing what would get me is like I start it come to a realization of what I wanted them for or what really what I needed, and it was more so a lot of it was vanity.
Mhm,
And I started realizing vanity was basically um messing with my sanity.
mhm. See, with me, I will have a rule. I will never have a one night stand with someone I just met,
Mm.
and I will never have sex on the first date
Why?
because if you let lust take over, then that's all it's gonna be. I think that you really have to if you really want to be with this person, you need to really get to know them.
Do you
Now you need to get to know them on the inside, but you don't have to be on the inside to get to know
understood?
them.
Understood. But do you feel like you don't never feel like the connection can be that deep?
What already?
Yeah.
I think it is. I do believe in love at first sight, but I I still wouldn't I still wouldn't have sex the first time meeting them. No.
Love at first sight, like a bass at his first bite. You know it's that. When I get it, I'm still throwing it back.
Yeah, but after think about it though. Like if you
Oh, shit, nigga.
look,
Don't make me get in my zone, dog. Don't
go
make me
ahead,
don't make me
go
into my
ahead,
zone. Nah, go ahead, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Nah, finish your thought.
No, like the way I look at it is, if you're hungry, hunger is lust.
Mm.
So you're gonna devour that, and when it's gone, you full, and there's nothing there.
It's hunger. Is hunger still instinctive though? It's like it's hunger your body telling you something that it needs.
Yeah,
Just like
but it
thirst,
doesn't need meat. It needs vegetables. It needs some fish and vegetables because I'm a pescatarian.
fish. I heard this. Listen, I heard this joint, man, and I was just thinking about. Um. Okay, so you said it ain't the first day, right? So when is what's your okay? If that's your two rules, what's probably what the second day?
No, I mean I honestly think like I think it really should be like the movies.
Like a wait.
Like the shit just happened. Like it just
What if the first day it just happened?
then that's just I honestly think that it could happen. I won't say that, but I will say it can happen. But just know that
See,
you
I
ain't
want me.
no
I'm the
no.
type of person I wouldn't go on the second day if it don't happen the first day.
But look, just know that if it happens, you're not the first guy that it happened with.
And if it don't happen, you still ain't the first guy that it happened with.
But It
So
should
what
it should
make
flow.
you so
I think you should connect uh, mentally, emotionally,
right?
financially first, because you can marry or not marry, but you can have sex with someone and then start dating them off the simple fact that they look good. But then when you like, you really don't start to get to know someone until you've talked to them, until they stop putting on a front. Because the first date is a front.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you
It's
are.
gonna be your
It's a
best. It's gonna be your
front.
best outfit, your best hairdo. You gonna have your
Yeah,
haircut. You have your best cologne on.
it's a front.
Everything. Yeah, agree. Well, me personally though, like I think it's only a front.
Unless you make it that way.
I think once you get to the point of realizing, like, once you know who you are, you project that. You know what I'm saying? Like now, when I meet people, whether it's like no matter what kind of realm of the relationship it is, I automatically just go instinctively of who I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you ain't gonna be able to tell me like they gonna, so when you talk about me 2, 3, 4 months from now, you gonna be like, the reason why I like you is because of how you was when I first met you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that comes with time. That comes with trial and error. That comes with front on them first dates. That come with putting out this aura that really ain't you. It come with all that. And it's like now I'm just to the point, man, where nah, I'm gonna just be me.
See that's why I don't agree with using social media to hook up, because social media ain't nothing but a front.
Oh yeah, ain't nothing but a front.
You know, I mean, I would say that it's a front to a lot of people,
Yeah.
but with me, I mean, I don't display everything on social
Nah,
media,
neither do I.
but at the same time, I'm still not putting on a front.
And that's what's crazy about me. Everything under my joint, under my name, it says business and branding only. It's all about branding. It's like I understand what I know. I know my intent with everything I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I know the audience I'm trying to reach. I know who I'm trying to persuade. I know who I want to listen to the pod. I want if my whole thing is if I could bring you into the podcast and you can honestly listen to me unadulterated. You can listen to me at my core. You can listen to me in my rarity in you can listen to me in general. You can hear me converse. This is literally who I am. I'm like this with everybody.
Right.
So if somebody know, they be like, yeah, that's who he is. Like, and I think that's really that's been my biggest asset. I think what the kind of business I do, my clientele, everybody have a general consensus about me, and that's the reason why they come to me. It's more so for an experience. It's not for a service. And I think that this right here gives the public and people who know me in one realm of life, they're like, oh, word, this just reiterate. This is almost like just
Mm-hmm.
piggybacking off what they already know about me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like I'm good in this, like, and I in talking, and I'm in my comfort zone. Like this is where I'm at. So it's like if you want whatever you want to know about me, like watch this. It's like the open book. It's my diary.